I say, man, this the resource table, man. You feel me? The only won't stop living legend here is myself, me. You feel me? You know I keep it cracking everywhere I go. You know, sure you don't need nobody, man. She do it big all the time, man. You feel me? We got people all around the business like her. She wanna look. She's the competitor over there. But they're giving away things for free, so you know. We give away a couple things for free, like paper, you feel me? Like posters, you feel me? But we sell the CDs, man, and we sell them for cheap, man, $5, man. You can't even get McDonald's for $5, you feel me? They cost 15 plus tax in the store all day, man. We got the Bowler Mac there, we got the Won't Stop, we got her hired, you know what I'm saying? She's a Won't Stop Records employee. She's an employee. Showing your shirt. Hey. Showing your shirt. She's a Won't Stop Records employee. Feel me? Won't Stop Records, man. We do a big keep that alright. Feel me?
Yeah. You wait, let me zoom in on your shit.
Yeah, man, she got it, man. We keep it cracking.
I ain't getting her.
You ain't gonna stop it, you ain't blow. Alright, yeah, back to the Won't Stop table, man. What do you want?
This is what I'm showing Shannon out and why we must stop, man. We do it big, man. I'm about to go up in here and do a song, man. I forgot because it's an old album.
Nah, what are we doing? What's this doing? You know what I mean? For real. Catch the still getting small. Catch the still in the jail.
Where beef found because he ain't serious about his business. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm gonna keep it all rolling on the color.
Yeah, we got shit like that.
They're gonna Reds too. Reds are serious kids, but you know, it's all good, man. Only Won't Stop living legend in here, like I said, is me. But you know, I do it big. I do it by myself. That's the best way to do it. I do it best by myself. I count my G's to the head.
We're getting older.
I sleep by myself. You know how I do it. You know how I roll with it, man.
Our boys
Go getters, man. I roll with money makers, man. Nice beautiful black women and little other women. Black people, I keep it bona fide. You got everything from newsletters right here. We even got the big bag right here, the big bowler mat. Giving away selling a little bit of stuff. Alright, that's enough. Off the street, because I'm going to risk myself. So I got a lot of input on this, you know, dealing with everything because I've been here and did it on.
What's some of the answers to get them out of risk? You've been locked up yourself?
Man, I've been locked up, I've been incarcerated, I've been dealing with the government from the state.
I don't think there's no more tape on here.
A lot of young black men, they don't know about the government part. They only know about the state part. When they go to the government part, it's a lot more serious. Yeah. They don't know this. They really at risk when it comes to that part of the lockup situation. And then dealing with our black communities that we got, you know what I'm saying, the Hunts Point, the field on the Sunday. I mean, we out there with young men in risk. Then they got all these organizations that I must speak on all these organizations dealing with all the help. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talk going on. Yeah, it's really showing the action to really help the young men that's at risk. Like I say, I'm a young man, I'm in risk myself still to this day because I'm still in those kind of communities that's infested. That's infested in our young men. It's infested in our young men.
Something how you can't just walk up on one of these guys and say, man, let me help you.
Most of the people talking about that be helping them, the people, them the professors and stuff that did the studies and everything. Them not the people like myself. I need to be on the payroll for one of these organizations. I need to be out there because I got a lot to offer. I've been there and did it all. I'm not the professor that can just study the life that we live in. The young men at risk. You know what I'm saying? So they take it from their peers and the people that they see that have been there and then have moved up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a survivor. I'm still here. So you feel me? I done been here and done it. A lot of people trying to do the help stuff, they ain't been here and done it, so they don't know nothing about it. So of course they don't listen. I didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just fortunate to be able to have the opportunity to learn. Well, to keep it real with my children. This is broadcast all over the world. And then plus my mind is, God has blessed me with my mind just so much that all the illegal stuff, that money too small. You see, I got my own got my own company right here. I want the big money. The illegal stuff, that money is just little money to me now. So I want the real big money, no limit money. You feel me? So that's what really turned me around. And plus, I want to be here with my son tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? If I went and chose the drugs and all that stuff, and then I would be, I love it too much more. So I'm gonna sacrifice all that, and then I do it legally and get off. I'm using my brain instead of going the easy way.
I don't think this
Like I said,
recorded.
the community is infested that we live in. We look out our doors.
I mean, it's not recorded, but
our minds.
I think the tape
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do that stuff. You feel me? We see these people out there doing stuff, so you know, it's easy for us to go out there and do it too and think we're gonna be blessed and fortunate with all the money, but like I said, it's little money. You feel me? They don't own nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, where we come from, when we living in Hunters Point and we living in the apartments, we don't own that. So, you know, I'm trying to help teach the youth how to own it. You feel me? Like how to start, how to buy a home and all that type of stuff. Instead of killing for the land that we don't own. That's the thing, you know. And to keep it real, like the black race, we one of the most races. You know what I'm saying? I like the Chinese little thing that they got going. Oriental, they family oriented. They oriented and come from Oriental. I watch them and I learn from them. I keep my family like them, you know? You already edit the part. Get the good, yeah, y'all know you're gonna do your thing. I know you're gonna do your thing. I got a movie coming out too. We might do some editing and all this stuff. And then you know I come down to Cape. That's the company.
I'm seeing the boys move straight out of Hunters Point.
Hey, like that now, and then you be at Cape sometimes too, right?
I got a late night show and then on Saturday to go live and Everett Jones and back on the square.
Yeah, because when this album first came out 2 months ago, I was there, you know, doing good stuff. Yeah. Like I said, I got a lot to offer. I need a job too. See the camera, like she works for me. She works for Won't Stop Records, man. She come everywhere I go. Anybody wants to be a good camerawoman? You gotta be a good camerawoman. Not that hard. And it's gonna be dark in here, so you might want to turn on the light. Like that. See better? It look clear, huh? When it don't look clear, you can turn off the light.
My generation was necessary struggle, I dealt with it, so you hope so nobody in my household made it. back to slavery days. That's a shame to get over the presentation, man. Even my elders took the food on their plate. Otherwise, mine is the worship of race. I get angry at the reason that I'm stuck in the ghetto and I ain't got a family that should have been a role model. Was raised the best way they could, and they did a good job like any parents would. All on my own.
Are ready for the talent show? Yeah. If there's anybody out here that wants to be in the
Oh, you came up in here. He walked in there before.
Is that him playing singing?
That's the song he's gonna sing. Generations. I think.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. I know it's the more youth out there that got flows and all of that. I see y'all at the high school beatboxing and rapping all the time. Now y'all want to be quiet. Here's your chance. You know what I'm saying? To represent for the youth summit. You know, get up here. I'll get you on this list. Next thing you know, Bad Boy will be knocking on your door to get you signed. You never know. Never know. Come out. wanna perform, y'all wanna get on, holla. And we're gonna get this started real soon. You know what I'm saying? It's important for you to have that control. The entertainment industry right now, y'all, it's real funny, man. Back when I was growing up, you know, we had the same, you know, it's not like I'm that farther away from y'all or anything like that. But, you know, when I was a youth, you know, I grew up in Philadelphia, but, you know, I listened to NWA. I had the X-Clan, I had Public Enemy, I had these artists that were speaking about these humongous cultural, like, aspects, you know, and let me tell y'all something that's the truth. Just because y'all see that rapper on TV with the gold chain, he's bling-blinging, and he got the ladies next to him and they dancing and they feeling that, that's not true. Half of that is not real. When the director says cut, those girls walk away and they say, sir, can we have your chain back, please? Can we have those shoes back, please? Can we get that mink off your back, please, sir? You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled by the illusion of this materialistic society, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it, I mean, there is some big ballers out here, but you know what I'm saying? That's not what it's all about. You know, they turn the music industry into a very financial standpoint, you know, and let me tell y'all, this is your music. Once you guys let the music industry know what y'all want to hear, by supporting what you want to hear, it's all controlled by you. You know who's the most strongest people who support music in general? It's the people of your age. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop started a long time ago, but you know, hip-hop music, rap music in general, was not a point for a lot of people to, like, you know what I'm saying, be like, I got cars, I got girls, I got alcohol, I got drugs, I got whatever. It was bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop started in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? But it started even farther than that. It started in the islands. Grandmaster Flash and a lot of the other cats brought that over here. I don't know if y'all up on African Bombada, Grandmaster Flash, and anything like that, but these are some people who are very influential towards the music. So, we're still waiting for people to come through. I'm gonna jump off the mic. I'm just gonna let you know I'm the host for tonight. You know, y'all can sit back and chill. Sound man, can we get a little bit more of that flavorful music over there? You know what I'm saying? We got 2 people on the list to rip the talent show. I know there's some more talent in the Bay Area than that. Much more. And you know, before I get off the mic, I just want to let you know my crew is called Comedic Sons. But we won't be performing tonight. But we do got a lot of youth coming down and representing, so y'all hang tight and we'll get this started in 4 minutes. Anton, do you need music? You gonna just bust a freestyle for me, Anton? Yo, make some noise for Anton, y'all.
Yeah, youngster, man. Keep it cracking.
All around here.
Give him some beat.
Yo, you need a beat?
Oh, man, yeah, feeling that beat, man.
The styles I can't hold right, cause I don't it's just like a raps, it's just all around the cracks, and it's just a go, a back up a set. Cousin, you just go around and go dozens, cause I just around the dozens, I get a dozen, 100,000 pieces, cause I just say, oh Neo, cause I get on the shield.
Woo! Don't stop. Hey, this is a beat. What kind of beatbox you want?
He ain't finished yet, man. He ain't keep cracking.
My man and dog ain't done yet. We don't got no beat for him, so I'm beatboxing for him.
Oh,
is that alright with y'all? Y'all feeling that? So I'm gonna give you a little.
Cousin, I got a beat for you.
You like Too Short?
It's in the truck, though.
You like Too Short?
Cause I got a style of my own, I knock it out. in the ice cream cone, cause it just like all around a silver stone. Cause I go in my bones and it's just all around. I go all around, I go now, cause I knock you out. You just say I'm coming around, cause it's just on a rubber studio. I just have a bomb and rock it up.
Make some noise for Echo! Yo.
He ain't finished.
He ain't done yet,
He
though.
ain't done showing off that talent, man.
And dog, y'all. Make some more noise for my man.
Well, Cosby did the co-roll with the wall.
Hey, man, I'm gonna talk to you afterwards. I got some plans for you.
Me too, cousin.
I got some plans for you. That's what I'm talking about. My man got up here and ripped it
Yeah, look,
over a beatbox that he didn't even know I was gonna have. You hardcore. It's coming to the ending of our little thing. I'm glad, this is kind of like a cozy environment, you know what I'm saying? We all like connected here. It's not a lot of people here, but yo, let me tell you one thing why music is so beautiful. Music is so beautiful because we intertwine all different types of cultures together. You know what I'm saying? We hear young, we hear old, we hear all types of different ages and everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's why music is so beautiful, because we're able to represent and we're able to see so many other things, so many different aspects. So yo, I got my man, any of y'all, I myself ain't from Cali, but any of y'all heard of Short View Shan?
Independent black-owned record label, you feel me, based out of San Francisco, Hunters Point, California, you feel me? None of my artists ain't here right now, you feel me? The squad ain't here, so I'm up here by myself and I'm gonna do the thing for you, you feel me? This first song that I'm gonna perform for y'all, I wrote this for my grandmother, you feel me? So it's dedicated directly to my grandma. You feel me? It's called Generations, so it's basically speaking on, you know what I'm saying, life in general, generations and cycles, you feel me? Which all of us need to be trying to break the cycles, you feel me? Because our ancestors, they didn't lose their lives and stuff for nothing, so we trying to keep it cracking. We gonna go to song number 9 first, come. My generation facing the same struggles and stress I deal with. Future looking hopeless with nobody in my household making. We've been following the path, headed way back in slavery days. Sales instead of changing, ghettos with expectations, make lack of knowledge or understanding, which can it be? Got my people not knowing what it is to be free. Options and opportunities changing and choices preparing us for the challenge to be our own bosses. Never too late. We even my elders took the food on their plate. A wise mind is the worst of the waste. I get angry at the reason that I'm stuck in this ghetto, and I ain't got a family member that should have been a role model. Hazel Man, Clyde Davis raised the best when they could, and they did a good job like any parent should. I don't know where I would have been without the rock on my side, but I resent the fact that I had to struggle and strive, looking for a way to make it out all on my own, looking for a better place in HP to call home. I want the best for the seeds that I'm letting my genes create. Under circumstances made it happen for my generations. My generation faced the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends, made no basic. My generation faced the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends, made no basic. My generation faced the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends, made no basic. My generation faced the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends, made no basic. I got it for myself to accumulate wealth. I never lived in a house, so I don't know how I felt. I'll be 24 when I bought my first home, and everyone in my presence to have their own home. And see, these cycles got you for a better life. They got me sweating, working hard with my legend from the morning until night. I'll be damned if I don't succeed. What I done been through got me chasing this fever with greed. Fascinated why the way these tycoons be living. Big business oriented, got the family established. Empire so long, passing empire home. 50 years from now, still won't stop when I'm gone. Have a feast and live lavish on my sweat and my tears. With the Sierra better carry on my name for years. For you I overcame all negative situations. I can clear rank on all by my generations. My generation face the same struggle and stress I dealt with. Legends made of basic. My generation face the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends made of basic. My generation face the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends made of basic. My generation face the same struggle and stress I dealt with. You created legends made of basic. The folks right here will be broke, but never mind. I don't mean to offend your ego. I respect the thought that you try and get your best. Until we conquer both, my ambition won't rest. What's wrong with a private school for my son and my daughter? 60,000 G's a year just to make sure they smarter. Can't afford every special moment all through my life. Got my little son a motorcycle instead of a bike. I had to go on my computers before they knew how to use them. Everything I didn't have, I wanted them to have too. Grandmother, I'm a legend, and these rhymes that I spit got my mother smiling, looking down at me from heaven. Dedicate this song to you and my love to you. Made a mason, if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be no generations. You created legends. Love you, man. You know what I mean? We roll like that, man. Won't Stop Records, man. You feel me? My little brother, Cole Mac, man, is out in the stores right now, man. Come on, man. You feel me? We got the Shorty Share, Why Won't I Stop Hours and all the little moms and pops record shops all around San Francisco and city in the Bay Area, you feel me? So we independent, black owned out the Bay, you feel me? So we repping like that. Now this song that I got for y'all, hey, this I dedicated this song right here to my little brothers when I made my first album, you feel me? It's called the album kinda awesome, you know. The song called Hard to Explain, you feel me? That's dedicated to my little brothers, you feel me? I got a couple of those, so, you know. And it's dedicated to all the young men in risk also, you feel me? Yeah. So you know, this song, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna perform for y'all, it's a real nice one. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain how you consider my mother didn't know who my father was, where I came from, and who the other side of my family was. Hard to explain how I was raised so innocent, turned out so wicked. Thank God kept the bullets, this is hard to explain. To make it out the game, give a piece with 100 G's and no bullet in my brain. Hard to explain, I faced death every night. How I stood outside and sold the rocks every night. Hard to explain, I chase money over fame, believed in only one thing and stay consistent with my dream. If they told me I couldn't, I smile and laugh, cause I knew I'd be a millionaire. And it's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers got the ghetto, got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain how I did it all by myself. Big prices and big deals, did it all with no help. It's hard to explain. I went to church every Sunday, but I still had to thug at me when it came around on Monday. It's hard to explain. My life's so serious, but I couldn't find a way to be positive. And it's hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. Understand me, my nigga? It's hard to explain. I got a plan to make us all $1 million, a plan to make us all grow and win. It's hard to explain under the strain that we all gotta eat. I promise you, riches just follow me. But it's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. How only one human being could ever tell me no, but now he's gone. Crying, I love you, dog, and that's for sure. It's hard to explain the fat rides with the rubber bands got me this way. It's hard to explain how I had a dope fiend on 2 joints I went like a thing. It's hard to explain how I got high for the first time. That's when I heard you died. I never cried cause I knew you stood right by my side. Conrad Five, keep an open eye for Wayne Moore. Rust up in the game, the millennium deadly. And with that swamp mentality, he be slipping. Already see me get my new kick in. Still hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas. It's hard to explain. Hard to explain to my little brothers that the ghetto got no love for niggas.
Yeah, y'all go check out that Bowler Mac album, man. He in stores now, man. Won't Stop Records. Even cracking for San Francisco, man.
Hey, yes, poetry is a part of hip-hop music, rap culture. Any of y'all heard of the last poets? No, okay, y'all, so check this out. I want y'all to give it up for all the artists we had on stage that took their time out. You know, big up, big up. You know what I'm saying? Youth Summit is in the house. Yo, just to let y'all know, a little last finalizing out. We're gonna have another program is gonna start here exactly at. You get all the bus with $1. Yes, $1 is a good thing. Y'all stand right here. Tell me stand here, brother. This is Seal. Can I get a hot shake for Seal? What's your name, brother? Justin, can I get a hot shake for Justin? What's your name, brother? Louis. All right, Louis. Can I get a hot shake for Louis? I lost two businessmen. I lost technology and I lost the mechanic. Y'all come on down, man. There we go. One of the things that we have to practice is, what's your name, man? Pun, like big pun? Like that, pun, like that, all right. Can I get an Ashe for pun? Ashe, and what's your name, brother? Terrell. Here go 5 businessmen. All of these young men live in the African-American community. They all have $1. We got $1 right here. Brother Clint wants to buy something. I think I want to buy, what was your business again, real estate? All right, I want to buy $1 worth of real estate from you. Would that be all right? He said, as long as it's money, the brother said he got me, I can get $1 worth of real estate if that's what I need. A nice piece of grass, he said. Now this brother right here, how many dollars did I have? How many did I spend? 1. Brother, could you do business with him for $1, whatever it is? What's your business again?
I sell cars.
Could you buy one of them dollar cars from me? Don't sell him a $1 car, give him that $1. There you go. How many dollars do we have? How many times did we spend it? Come on now, I bought some real estate, he just bought a car. How many dollars did we have? How many dollars did we spend? All right, Tim, brother, do some business over here. This man right here says he's gonna be a mechanic. You a car dealer, or you the mechanic? I'm sorry. You a mechanic as well? All right. Brother, your cars needs some mechanics attention. Could you buy a little attention for him for $1? All right, he said, can I buy some attention from you, man? There you go. How many dollars did we have? How many dollars did we spend? Brother, he's a mechanic too, and he said he works on different kinds of cars than you do. If y'all get together, y'all can just have a monopoly on the fix your car thing. Why don't you hire this brother for $1? There you go. How many dollars did we have? How many dollars did we spend? Brother, you said you was into technology, right? I think you're gonna have to organize this whole little business thing. Y'all can start a consortium of some kind. Why don't you buy $1 worth of this brother's services right here? How many dollars did we have? How many dollars did we spend?
And sometimes we're not ready to talk. We got one that's ready to talk. Can you stand up, please, and say your name? It's all just speak up.
Loud. My name is MAYOR WILLIE BROWN Young, Health Center. Basically, we here right now to make change in our young men because we're dying. So we try to give y'all good information. We try to educate y'all on the risky situations that are out here. We just try to make a change so that we can be the fathers and the brothers and the sons that we need to be.
I because a lot of times we don't show up for the same reason. People don't show up for the same reason sometimes. You feel me? Sometimes we show up for different reasons. Sometimes we hear that we got an agenda and we want to meet that agenda, and that agenda has nothing to do with anybody else but that person. But I just want to say, in saying what the goals of this particular summit is about, it's about number one, it's about thinking. It's about thinking. It's about using this up here in a different way. Education is extremely vital. As once said, education is a passport to the future. Anybody ever heard that saying before? Young men, you ever heard that saying before? No? Okay. What has been said before? But guess what? Passports are becoming extremely difficult to come by nowadays. Secondly, we want to expose. We got some powerful people in this room today. We got some powerful people. And I'm not talking about just because they wear a title. I'm talking about some people who have a passion in their heart about you guys. You feel me? I don't hear you. I don't think you do. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
Fellas, it's the people in this room that love you. Do you feel me? In this room, and you love our boys. Please stand up. Because you might have felt that they lied. You might have felt that they lied. If you felt something you want to share, raise your hand, keep your hands up.
Man, still, you feel me? I just feel the love up in the room just because all these girls who be on their Saturdays, they could be with their families, you feel me? I'm doing something. They out here trying to make a positive change, and just like that. That's what I mean. I'm trying to make a change in my life from negative to the positive, you feel me? Stay out of juvenile roles, incarceration, go to the penitentiary, you feel me? That's what the statistics show that that's what we had. You feel me? I ain't trying to be a statistic, I'm trying to be a fact.
All right, I was just informed that the mayor is present. And this is a young man at risk summit. And I just want to make it clear for the record that we are all at risk of something. We're all at risk of something. The way that it's structured right now, if you wear your pants a certain way, if you got a certain color or pigmentation in your skin, if you wear a certain hairstyle, if you live in a certain community, if you talk a certain way, you become more at risk than the rest of us. So, I just want you to hold on to that feeling that you had when all of these people stood up in this room. And just remember that you're not alone. You're not alone. So, without further ado, and I don't believe that there's anything that I need to say to introduce the next gentleman who's going to be speaking with you. I think his record speaks for itself. Our mayor, Willie Brown Young, please.
Told me, Daddy, we could just work on the payroll, man, so we can actually need the money, man. People won't stop, man. Hurt me, man. I'm a young man at risk, man. Young black single father against that's it. Says, turn over to that corner. See the lights.
from the sidewalk to the
Put
steps.
the hat on.
I was stopped by a television camera and a reporter from Channel 4. She asked for me to elaborate on a request I made today, or yesterday in fact, for a group of people who are known as commissioners of elections in San Francisco, who held a private meeting over the objections of the person with whom they were holding the private meeting.
Yeah, this live from Won't Stop.
For the purpose of taking action on the basis of something which they have not said or stated, without reference to any allegations
Won't Stop Films.
or charge that could have been addressed by the individual who was the victim of their
Sure,
conduct.
you Shan, for the record, man. You know.
Yes, I have demanded, under the Freedom of Information Act, that their tape, documents, and any recorded words be revealed to all of us. For if they fail to do that, it will be clear that speculation will swirl around their conduct and their actions in perpetuity. And we're a group of persons of different color get together in private and act adversely to someone not of their color, with no explanation, it becomes problematic as to whether or not their actions will ever be respected as being the highest of standards. I was raised in a very small place in Texas called Minneapolis. I was raised in a separate system where white people were on one side and black people were on the other, where they never communicated, where they never met, except in hostility. It was a terrible place in which to be raised. It was a horrible circumstances under which to be raised. There were no opportunities on the horizon for me. Prospects of what I might be one day in life in that little bit of town was either a person who worked at the tea house where you shut the peas, prepare them to be mailed all over the country, or a crop harvester, which is what most of the people in my color did. Or if I really got a great education, I might be a preacher, a teacher, or an undertaker. That was it. And for sure, I would always be black. And for sure, I would always be treated as they treated black people. Living in that situation, ordinarily, would have driven me and others to do really bad things when the opportunity presented themselves. But for some reason, I didn't. And here I stand before you as the mayor of this city. Now, what was that caused me not to do some of those things? A lot of my partners wouldn't back up and walk on the other sidewalk. A lot of my partners ended up in Huntsville prison. A lot of my partners ended up dead. A lot of my partners ended up disabled. But what was it? What exactly was it that got me out of that situation to where I am today? A kindly helping hand by a guy named Charles Gregory. Charles Lord Gregory was the coach of the football team, the baseball team, the basketball team. And he was the math professor at that little school where I attended. Now, Gregory even less about math. But he didn't BS me or the other students. He said, you've got to do better than I will ever be able to do in life. And there's not much I can do for you, except to give you the confidence that if you breathe and keep on breathing and keep on working, you can go past me. And of course my response was, I want to learn math. And you don't know math. You can't teach me the math. He said, you're absolutely right. What I can teach you is the discipline to memorize that book. So you go home and every day come back and I want you to recite 5 more pages of that book. I didn't understand anything that I memorized. But in the process of following Gregory's recommendation, it forced a discipline on me. I would have flunked had I not done what he said. I didn't want an F. It forced a discipline on me. It restrained me from whatever else I was doing. Because I had to memorize that book. But you know, in retrospect, right now, I can take a large volume of material, and that's why I went to law school. I can scan it, read it, put it in the memory bank, and give it back when it's necessary. Look at the confidence that I developed from what a guy who didn't understand mathematics passed on to me. Look at the confidence that I developed just as a result of that interaction. To this day, I know that even the guy who couldn't teach me math taught me something that serves as a guidepost for me, as an anchor tenant, as a resource for me, as I traverse life. At this summit, as you listen to the panelists who are participating, listen closely. There is something that each one of them is trying to share with you, just as Gregory shared with me. Now, obviously, I can go on with each one of the teachers. And believe me, not one of the teachers I had was qualified to be teaching in that school. Because years later, after I left, and they integrated the school under the federal court order, some 7 or 8 years later, only about 2 of the 12 or 13 teachers in this little bit of school had the credentials to be teaching in this school. The others had to go back to working at the tea house, or go back to doing one-on-one into the ministry. The others had to go find something else to do. But the love and the care in the sharing of their limited resources that they had provided produced an array of students, produced an array of young men and women who left that school, went off to college. I got 1 who became a nurse, 3 who became principals in other schools after graduating from college, 1 who became an engineer. And there were only 13 of us in my graduating class. Not 1 of the 13 have failed in life. No, not all have achieved in great way, but they have factored a life that have allowed them to assist their sisters and brothers and their mothers and fathers in a very wonderful, giving, generous way. Let me assure you that there are no limits for either one of you in this room. The limits are going to be established by you. And just don't think this is a BS line. I am telling you, there are absolutely no limits. Now don't suggest to me that you can give me an example where there are limits. You're right. talking about. If you got athletic ability, yes, you can achieve. You got a little bit of smarts, yes, you can. And let me assure you that every one of you got smarts. I went back home to what they call a high school reunion. But it wasn't a high school reunion. It was an all schools reunion. 20 years after I left. When they start to read the list and people start to get up by the year in which they graduated, and they started like in their 40s, and 2 or 3 people got up, and they just went on and on and on. And as I looked, there was something that I had never understood being there. But everybody in that little bit of town who was black ended up graduating from high school. And I thought about it. And do you know the assumption by the principal in that school was that there are no dumb people. That there are no dumb children. There are people who learn at a faster pace than others. But that doesn't mean the person who learns at a slower pace is dumb. And he designed the school operation to administer to the needs of those who learn fast and to administer to those who didn't learn so fast. The common denomination, though, was he designed a system for all people to demonstrate their learning. And they all did, because by the time they finished calling out the months, the years of graduation, everybody, all ages were standing on their feet. Everybody in my little hometown graduated from high school. I don't know any other place in the nation that can so proud. And all these people with mine and your color. A living testament to the fact that no way you can assume somebody was dumb. And so I say, don't fret. You don't learn faster than your seatmate. I recall now why I didn't end up being a great football player. All the way to 119 pounds. And there were about 5 or 6 talented people, including the left-handed quarterback, Fiddle Martin, that had been playing for 6 or 7 years. I didn't appreciate exactly why he had played for 6 or 7 years. He played for 6 or 7 years because they would never promote him to the next class until he learned the class that he was in. And it was no shame to stay put till you were grounded in the subject matter that you were taking. So they didn't promote anybody. A lot of people repeated 1 or 2 grades. You get to the 6th grade, you don't do well, you stay in the 6th grade till you master it. Then you go to the 7th. What does that do for you? That builds confidence. And it's amazing how that doesn't happen too often in our community. We're always concerned about how tall you are or how old you are. That's not what this is all about. Let me tell you, once you get to be 18, even when you're 68, you aren't treated any different than if you were 18. Now your body may cause you to be treated different, but you aren't treated any different once you reach maturity. You have youngsters who go off to college at 18 and don't come out until they're 26, and nobody looks at them as if they're dumb. They've just chosen their own leisurely pace.
That's true.
They've chosen their own program accomplishments. Let me assure you, develop the discipline to know, and the confidence and the pride to know that you can learn. And learn you must. Learn you must. Not just because of the competitive nature for purposes of getting the things you desire in life legally, but because learning frees you. The one thing that no one can ever take away from you or me is that which goes into our heads. The skill of memorizing that math book is transportable and can never be removed from me. Just think about it. You commit a telephone number to memory and you do it every day. If you can commit a telephone number to memory, you can commit anything to memory. Just know that you can put an address to memory, you can use anything to memory. And believe me, nobody can take it away. Nobody can force you to share it. Nobody can find it unless you give it to them. And nobody can take it away. And it becomes your tool. It becomes your key. It becomes the method by which you can do what you want to do. And it also becomes the way in which you develop the security to resolve matters without risking yourself, your companions, or anybody else. And the resolution of issues is just that tough a people. You may or may not have been following, and I hope you have just a little bit. There's a terrible thing going on in the Middle East. Israel and the Palestinians are killing each other. In this gathering, if you were in Israel or in Palestine, before you came through the door, you would have been almost strip searched for fear somebody would come in who wanted to self-destruct all themselves, all restaurants, out of pure, unadulterated hatred, frustration, and annoyance. No, let's not live in that world. Our world is one of where when you gain the confidence and the knowledge and the security yourself, you then know you can look eye to eye, contact to contact, in an open, due process way. Resolve whatever the issues may be, and resolve where each walk away feeling fulfilled and assuming the responsibility for the decisions that they have collectively made. Your challenge at this summit is for you to achieve the same goal. I know you can. I'm looking forward to your doing it. And I must tell you, the system needs you to do it. Thank you. Right now, we'd like to bring up from the Board of Directors to do a presentation.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for allowing me to be here. This is our Young Men Summit, and I appreciate the honor of you allowing me to be part of this. I support young men in our communities. I know what you are up against on the streets of San Francisco, and I'm fortunate enough to be appointed to the Commission on the Environment by our mayor, and he has taught me the importance of our being involved and our being educated. I remember when he first came into office, the first term we got in office, you said it was important that we build programs that work with youth to seniors, that build sustainable programs so that we can take care of ourselves in perpetuity as organizations, and that we learn the laws of how things are run so we can always protect ourselves in this city. I'm learning the city charter, I'm learning the Sunshine Act, I'm learning the Brown Act, and all under this fight with what's going on at the Commission on the Environment. I hope that those of you who are here got flyers on the rally that'll happen on the 1st, on Monday at 1 o'clock at the steps of City Hall.
San Francisco, then I got